Hi Cancer, hello, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot. These messages we bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Yay! Hi guys, how are you? I hope everyone is well and safe. Um, they really want to talk today with you. I'll post the picture over on Instagram of the cards flying all across the table. So if you're interested, just join us over on Instagram at Universal Power Tarot. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna start posting, or I already started posting the pictures of each reading. So the YouTube one and the extended also, both of them you'll find over on Instagram, as well as little things like stuff you won't see over on YouTube ever because it just happens before in the pre-shuffle, and I'll post those over there too. So if you're interested, come join us over there. All right. So, also one more thing is thank you so much to whomever anonymously donated over on Vimeo by purchasing extended and then not watching them. I don't know who it is, but thank you so much. Thank you also very much for being my patrons. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscriptions, beautiful comments. They're truly appreciated. And yeah, my love goes out to you, my friends. Okay, cool. Cancer, let's hop into your reading. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Thanks. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind because that means thanks. It's for somebody. Thank you. Like I said, they really want to talk. Wow. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Totally get it. Okay, you can reverse the placements. It's not gender specific, nor is this one time specific at all. Whenever the message hits you, it's yours at that time. Cancer. All right. Also, I wouldn't go so much, at least for my channel, with the signs necessarily, but rather with your gut feeling. If something jumps at you literally, then it's like, oh, maybe I should watch that one. Then just watch it, okay? There may be a message in it for you. I'm so excited. They really want to talk, so the energies are really like amped up right up there. It's so cool. Also, as I was noticing in the pre-shuffle, usually I would shuffle for quite a while to really make sure that your energies are in those cards. And today it was just really quick. It's like, just do it, Marta. Do it because we need to talk. We need to talk to Cancer. And there you go. You have 3 cards here already. 2 are faced downwards, and 1 is indeed faced upwards. And we have the 4 of Cups here, which is exactly, they do want to talk. So what I'm immediately, and this is funny because I'm starting with from back to front really here, but that's how they want me to do it. It's like they've been trying to talk to you, Cancer, in your sleep state by the looks of it, and you just apparently, or some of you just didn't get the message yet, and so it's really important that they come through today, apparently. So if you have the feeling that you've been getting messages in your sleep, or may have gotten downloads, or however you want to call that, right? Spirit, your guardian angels, your team, whoever you believe in, right, has indeed been trying to send you messages here. That is pretty clear. And since 2 cards here are face downwards, it's to me very clear, like there is something that's already in your storage box, basically, in your human container, in your vessel, in your body, right? These 2 cards here, and we're going to find out what they are, okay? Also, oh wow, oh my goodness. And that's funny because I already drew 2 cards from the guardian angel cards. One of them says trust, and I'm going to read that one to you. The other one says courage, and that's for the extended. All right, so you are looking at a situation from a purely physical perspective, and therefore you cannot see the bigger picture and the blessings interwoven with this event. We, your angels, urge you to trust, for all will work out in the best way possible. Let go of your fear and apprehension and allow God's healing energy to flow to you. Trust, for all will heal in ways you never thought possible. Yeah, that's the same thing here. Trying to communicate, getting something across to you, but you just still being in the dark about what it is. And again, we're going to find out. Are you ready? Let's go. Whoa! Wow, you have the lovers. That's Gemini energy. Wow. Oh, wow, man. Wow. What I'm immediately getting with this card is all works are out according to a divine plan. It's all divinely orchestrated, everything, much like the trust card just said that I read to you. It's all for a purpose. It's all for a reason, is what they're saying. Everything is orchestrated. You're just supposed to go along here, Cancer. Don't be the sand in the wheel, right? Just let it happen, allow for it to happen. It's also about light code activations. More light is coming into your body, and that can be quite the transformative process, because the more light is coming in, the more of our shadow we will in turn see, because that needs to go, so to speak. It needs to transform into something else. The moment the light is coming in and is being shown on the shadow, that's the moment it transforms. That's also about acceptance. Now, when I talk about the shadow, it's really in the realm of acceptance, looking at it and be honest about it. There's a lot of honesty. So maybe some of you may have used excuses in the past, unknowingly too, right? Because we do those things. For myself, for example, I just very recently, actually with the Cancer new moon, with the second one again, I just recently realized that I made excuses, and I'm like, holy moly, I didn't know about that at all. It was totally hidden from my view, and I'm like, wow, all of a sudden it's there. And now that I see it, I can actually start to do something about it and flip around certain beliefs that I used to have and turn them into something else that's much rather suited to me right now. So this one is really about finding out what is really suited to you and your situation right now, Cancer. That's what that is about. With a lily here, it's like letting something old die as well. Although the scenery is super beautiful and there is nothing that indicates death whatsoever, right? It's still letting something old die here. And but it's immediate rebirth. It's you don't have to wait for long. This actually reminds me of the Gemini reading. Maybe there's something in there for you as well, right? Could be, since we said Gemini, or you have strong Gemini in your chart, right? I also have a hard time thinking and putting like logical things together right now. So it's like I know all these things, so that's happening to you or to some of you, I swear, because it's not me. So it's like a little bit of head fog, and that's something natural that would happen, right? Because of some new information, or a lot of new information is coming in that can go to the point of disorientation. So some of you, I can totally feel it in my head. It's like, oh my goodness, like head spinning almost. So I'm really talking to either a specific few of you, or I don't know how many of you, right? But this is really, I can feel my head spinning, and it's all right, okay? Breathing is going to help. You are not your thoughts, Cancer. You're not your thoughts. This is very much also about a thought process and about your brain trying to make sense of certain things that at first may be a little bit scary also, or maybe just so new that it's like, whoa, we need to take a step back. And you can do so, right? You can just step back and be like, Spirit, let's take a break. But I can totally feel it. It's like radiating here and here. This whole area is radiating because it's like an overstimulation is what I'm getting with this. So also for some of you, this could mean step away from your mobile devices, right? And just give it a break. You can just set like 3 5-minute breaks a day where you don't have any influence from anyone, right? And just come back to yourself and center yourself. That's going to be very, very beneficial here, because really the old, again, it has been for a while, has been trying to break away because we're stepping into new paradigms here. And that's definitely happening for you. For some of you, you may have actually consciously been working with Merkaba, so integrating more light, right? Becoming that light vehicle to travel. To go travel to other dimensions. All right. Yep, that's it. And that's it's going towards peaceful inner peace. It's going towards that, right? All right, the middle card that, like, it's eagerly been awaited to reveal this card, and to yeah, absolutely, and to step away from that, to step away from old paradigms and step into the new. And that's the eagerly arrival of the new. But it's not just coming. The new is not just coming to you. You actually actively have to walk that path. And that can be kind of tricky sometimes too, Cancer, because we're so focused on our story. And every one of us is, because first of all, our egos sometimes, or a lot of the times, just needs this in order to define who we are. So does our brain. So the story we keep telling ourselves is, oh wow, what they're telling me is really softened. And that's why it's so difficult, and that's why we have such a mush in our brain sometimes too, right? Because we're really actually stepping into the new paradigm here, into more light, into more of your beautiful selves. So this needs to soften, and it is softening for everyone at the moment, so that you can see and consciously perceive what you want in your life, what is serving you, and what is no longer serving you, and you would like to leave behind in order for you to then step in the direction that you would like to walk in. Yeah, that seems to be quite important. I'm noticing that as well. I'm really noticing it, and the wobbliness of it is quite clear, because some days we wake up and again we're just not. I mentioned this in other readings. We're just not the same person because it happens so quick. And whereas before we may have had a time span of 5 years where we had time to get used to it, that's no longer the case, right? It's becoming like really shorter, that time of period, to understand who we are, or to think who we are and the story. So it's like, tap in, who are you now? Like, really align yourself. And I'm doing this, it's interesting. And again, it's like no longer knowing which way, how to do it. And again, it's not about the thinking process here, Cancer. It's really about the feeling. Because when you stay in your head, it's just going to get bigger, because the head cannot possibly make sense of what is happening right now. So you need to go into your feelings, into your body, okay? Do body scans. That'll really help you, okay? Ground yourself, palms and feet naked on Mother Earth, right? And really connect yourself with her. You can also work with the elementals, earth, air, fire, and water. Just ask for help, okay? And it'll come to you. Let's switch to the Wildwood Tarot. Elementals, hello. Hang on. I don't want to fall off the chair. Okay. Woohoo! Yes. Look at this. 10 of Vessels. Happiness. Yay, Cancer. And it's right underneath the Lover's card. That's really like the emotional fulfillment. But you want to fill it with yourself. Of course, that can show up as a person in your life, right? But the alignment has to be there first for us. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. And it's really like water's going to charge you. I just recently came into the knowledge of Suli. She's apparently a water goddess. So I don't know if I'm saying her name right. I hope I do, but you can look her up, Suli. And it's really about the water, and especially about running water and waterfalls. Actually, and that's really beneficial to you, but there's a whole story. So waterfalls, they emit, as the water comes down, they emit negative ions, and that is really like calming our nervous system down, our body down. That's so interesting, right? And you can just stand there. And me personally, I love waterfalls so much. And yes, of course, they're gorgeous and magnificent and so pretty. But there's also the element of it actually does have a physical effect on us. So running water, rivers, lakes, the sea, if you're by the sea, really connect yourself with the element of water. Give thanks to the water, because water is life, right? And we're very connected to the water and to the moon energies, for that matter, as well, for that very reason, and because we're made up of so much water. And that's going to change the crystalline structure of the water. So there's a lot in there. You can also charge like your water, and with gratitude, with love, whatever you wish, right? That is part of it too. And then drink it, because that will again radiate out information, right? That's information that you're taking in. Food as well, that's information that you're taking in. So watch what you take in. You are what you eat, right? It couldn't be more true. So there's a lot of that in there, and I'm super, super hot as I'm talking about this. Drink more water, Cancer, definitely, because that needs to be flushed out. The rate at which old stuff is being flushed out right now is immense. So remember to drink like at least 3 liters, or almost like a little bit less than a gallon, I think. That's drink a lot of water. And no tap water, because especially when you're in America, there's a lot of chlorine in the tap water, and that'll actually deplete your body of necessary minerals and vitamins. So make sure that you're not drinking purified water, but water from fountains and that sort of thing, if you can get your hands on it. All right. Or if you can just get like a water filter or something, if that helps. But that information is coming through. It may just be specific for some of you guys. But that's how important water is, and how the structure of water is being challenged, is what they're saying, and how we can like energetically cleanse it though as well. There's a lot of that in there here. Yeah. Yeah, and that's just going to recharge your batteries here as well. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Wait, that's the 5 of Stones, endurance, and we have the little child in there, so that's definitely work with the inner child. Really make sure your inner child feels safe in that process too. And again, that has to do with shadow as well, because often it's like when we're fearful or when we're really, really sad, that's often the little child within us. And we sometimes tend to push that away because we don't want to feel those emotions. But really, if you imagine them as a child that you're pushing in front of the door, that being you, by the way, right? So pushing them in front of the door and just shutting the door in front of it. You would never do that. Like 99% of us wouldn't do that. Like just shut out a child, and we wouldn't do that. And that really helps, I feel, in realizing, all right, oh my goodness, take it back in. Like really, oh, my dear, dear child, I love you so much. Tell me what's going on with you. And that's the kind of approach that that is very beneficial here. Again, what I'm saying is you don't have to do any of that stuff. I'm just bringing through information and really hope that this is helpful to you wherever you are right now in your state, and it's lighting that fire. Because also, you know how fires are smoke signals often, and that child here really lit a fire by themselves, which is quite amazing, right? You really have to have a skill to light a fire here as a child, right? You have to gather wood, and you have to somehow manage to get that fire going, and they're sending smoke signals, being your emotions that are showing themselves to you. And you may have endured for a long time here, and it's really about moving away from that. Again, with the 6 of Swords here, it's moving into something else here for sure. Moving into something else. Yeah, cool. I would like to know what we're moving in here, Cancer, so I'm going to inquire in your extended, and you can follow me over to Vimeo and or Patreon, where I'll draw at least one more of these and then a bunch of oracle cards. Again, I'll post them over on Instagram, so check that out. Also on Patreon, you can choose from different options. They're all extendeds ever created. And since I'm planning on releasing 2 batches a month, that's definitely cheaper than over on Vimeo. But you just decide how you want to do things, right? So the options are there for you, and you pick if this resonated and you would like to go over to the extended. All right, my dear Cancers, I really hope this was insightful to you. And I'll either see you over on Vimeo and Patreon or next time. Thank you. Bye.